Hello, good day folks, this is Sijish, and this video I will walk you through the installation of a multi-node HTTP cluster using Ambari Blueprint. So in my previous videos we have seen how to do the installation of a single node HTTP cluster by using Ambari Blueprint. So Ambari Blueprint is nothing but a JSON file which define our cluster, and that contain the informations like what are the hosts and what are the components we are installing, and all those information into a JSON file. So we will be doing here a multi-node HTTP cluster, and also unlike the previous video, here we are using a custom HTTP and HTTP util based installation. So again, as a prerequisite for this step, so you need to have a multi-node, the multi-nodes, multiple servers installed and configured, and with all the prerequisites configured. So I have 3 servers available which is hosted in Amazon AWS. I'm not going through the installation or the configuration of those hosts in detail, so you can refer some of my old videos on creating instance on AWS. So you can use any platform for creating this machine. So it can be either on your own server virtual machines, or it can be any other cloud. And also you have to do all the prerequisites that is needed for a Hadoop installation on this cluster. So we will go to this host first. Okay, so these are the hosts, and I have 3 hosts. Let me get the host names in detail. So this is the one of the host, and I have one more host, and so third host. Okay, so I have these 3 hosts available, and as a first step I'm going to do the installation and configuration of Ambari server and Ambari agent on all the hosts. So for that, go to docs.hortonworks.com and you will get a page like this. Okay, so first let me go to this original website, docs.hortonworks.com, and select the Ambari version you want to do the installation. So I'm selecting Ambari 2.6. okay, so you are okay to select any version you want. Then click this Ambari installation. Then I do this obtaining public repository. So this Ambari I'm doing this. Okay, so you can do a public repository based, or you can create your own repository. Okay, so Ambari I am selecting this one, but for HTTP and HTTP util I am creating a local repository. But for this also you can do either local repository. Okay, so I have this one, and then go to the directory etc yum.repos.d and use wget. So wget command is not working here, so that is because I don't have the command or package wget available. So let me do execute this command, then do wget, so this one, and do the same thing on other host also. Okay, so let me increase the font size. Okay, so I'll have to do the same thing, update the repository. So if you are using local repository, so you can use that, but for Ambari I'm using public repository. So wget and this one, and here also wget, sorry. So I'll have to go to etc yum.repos.d and then use wget this command. Okay, So now I can do the installation of Ambari server on one of the hosts. Okay, I'm selecting this 29 as my master machine and doing that. So yum, so Ambari server, Ambari agent. So here, so this is my Ambari server host, and I am doing Ambari server as well as Ambari agent here, and all other hosts. So I need to install only Ambari agent. So let me do the installation. And okay, so it's downloading the packages Ambari agent from the internet, and so here Ambari server and agent both are installing. So you need to do the Ambari server on one of the hosts, not everywhere. Yeah. So the agent installation is the package size is relatively smaller. It's around 90 MB only, but here, so this is relatively bigger in size. Okay, so you'll have to wait till this package installation finish. Okay, so Ambari installation has completed. So now I will do Ambari server setup. So here I'm not doing much customization. So I'm doing it in a silent mode so that it will accept all the default settings and do that. So Ambari server settings, and so that by the custom everything in an automated or easy way it do. But so if you are doing in a real production environment, so you may need to configure the databases or JDK, you may have your own. So all those things you have to consider. But here I'm just focusing on the installation to do in a easy and faster way. So that's it. Ambari server setup has completed. So now we will get this host name. Okay, so this is the host name where our Ambari server is running. So we need to update this host etc ambari-agent conf ambari agent.ini. So here under the server section, so this local host you need to replace with the host name or IP address of the machine where your Ambari server is running. So you'll have to do it across all the hosts. Okay, etc Ambari agent conf Ambari agent ini. So replace this host name with the host name of Ambari server. Save it and do it on the other host also. etc Ambari conf, and then so this host name, so need to replace with the So now we will start Ambari agent and the server across all the hosts. Okay, service, or you can just do Ambari -server start. Then you can start Ambari agent across all the hosts. Ambari agent start, then so I'll have to start the agent on the master also. Start the agent. So now I have configured Ambari server and I have configured Ambari agent, started both Ambari server as well as agent. So one part has done. Okay, so the next thing I'm trying to do with a local repository. Okay, so local repository for HTTP and HTTP util, but for Ambari also you can do, but for the sake of convenience I tried with internet based repository. So we will go back and get HTTP repositories, and 2.6 I am selecting. And create this local repository. You can download this one. So but before that, so you need to make sure, okay, so you can do it with a HTTP web service. Okay, so you just use m-y install httpd, because httpd service is not here. Okay, and then httpd on service httpd start, then go to okay, so let me download this file http 2.6.3. download this. So maybe it takes some time, so you have to wait. Okay, so HTTP repo has downloaded. So let me download HTTP Util repository. So I'm using for RHEL6, so which is my base operating system, and HTTP Util also I'm just downloading. So wget, and this will not take much time because HTTP Util size is not that much compared to this HTTP size, but still don't know. Oh, it's yeah. Okay, so now let me unzip these files into my directories. So just use tar zxvf and then -c /var www html. Okay, so we have completed unzipping of HTTP. Now let me untar this HTTP util. So one thing I observed is, like, sometimes if you unzip HTTP utils, so it's directly unzipping, so rather than unzipping it as a directory. So for that, so /var okay, then http -utils, then -c, this directory. Yeah, that is correct. Here it's unzipping as a directories. So unlike HTTP, so it's unzipped as HTTP directory. So now we have go to /var www html and so this is the directory. So go to HTTP and under CentOS 6 and 2.6.3. so this is the directory, so you need to make a note of this one. So this is the repository we want to, I mean the location we want to make use. So just to make a note of this, and similarly for HTTP util, HTML HTTP-utils. Yes, so we need this directory only. Okay, so this is the repository location, and it looks like so we need to get a host name for this one. So this is the host name, and we use this URL something like this. So http:// and what is the host name, and here HTTP util is something like http / and this one /. So we have that information. Now we will go back to our commands. Okay, and so we have to create a file called host mapping, so that contain the informations like host alias and host name. So we will be using this file to trigger the installation, and you can give any name to your blueprint, but throughout the commands you have to use the same blueprint name. So here I'm using multinode HTTP. So get this. So this file is nothing but just a host group and the host name. So this is my first group, first host name, second host name, and third host name. So I have 3 hosts, as I said. So these are the 3 hosts, and I'm just copying all the contents here, mkdir blueprint, and keeping here host mapping.json. so vim is not there, so I can use a vi command, then write it. Okay, so this is simple host mapping file. That's it, one file. And the second file I need is the cluster configuration file. Okay, so use vi cluster config, and so this will tell, okay, so on which host group, so what are the components we need, and the host 1, and then host 2, host 3. So this host we have defined in another file, and what is the version of HTTP you need. Okay, and the next is a repo. So we have this. Okay, so I need to replace this HTTP repo with this one, and within this code I have to remove. Then I have to write right, and this is repo.json. and then this is HTTP repo, then HTTP util -repo.json. This should contain HTTP utils. Okay, so copy this and paste it here, but this one you have to replace it with our HTTP util directory location. So for HTTP util, so I have noted down the URL here. Just use that, copy and paste it here. Okay, and what is next? HTTP and HTTP utils, and so next is we can go ahead and do our installation part. Okay, so these are the steps we need to do for starting the installation. The first thing you need to do is register our blueprint. Okay, so that for that, okay, so you use the curl command, then -h, so what is the description we are giving, and -x, that is the method, post method, and we are pushing this to Ambari, and these are the credential admin, and I use backslash because I'm writing it in the second line. So if you are okay to execute everything in a single line, that is okay. And this is Ambari URL and API v1 blueprint, and what is the blueprint name? Okay, so this is the name we have defined in our file. I think in host mapping we have that. Okay, so the same name we have to use here, and then so we use the second line, that's why backslash here, and I think so I have it ready, so just copy that and execute that from our edge node. Cool. Okay, I think I have some problem here. Maybe I have to just copy it again. Oops. Okay, so let me remove this and try it again. Copy it and paste it here. Okay, so this is same. Okay, and this is the URL API v1 blueprints, and this is the blueprint name, and this is the file name cluster_config, but I don't, if you, okay, so this is correct, and use at. So we have registered this blueprint. Then so the next part is update this repository. Okay, so here also I'm not doing that. And execute the same command. Copy and repo.json, and here what I'm going to do is, okay, so it's a 2.6, and then okay, so it's saying it doesn't exist. Okay, yeah, so that was my mistake. So it is supposed to be 2.6. okay, so I have to update that command with this one, 2.6. okay, then similarly I have to update for this one HTTP util also, and copy that and save it here. But I need to check what is the HTTP util version I have. It's something so 1 point, so this is the util version, so I'll have to check. Two 2.6 and it's a 1.1.02. Okay, so the file doesn't exist. What is the file name I have given? I don't remember. HTTP utils. Yeah, so that's also done. Okay, so this command I have to remember. Yeah, next is trigger the installation. Okay, so copy it, then here we use host mapping JSON file and then do it. But before doing that, so let's go to this Ambari, and I think I have Ambari installed on this machine, and go to 8080 and see that. Yeah, you can log in and see admin. No, the installation is not started, nothing is there. Okay, so let me trigger this installation by executing this command. So trigger the installation by executing this command. So you can see it's in accepted, and the status should show okay, there should not be any error message displayed. Okay, so we basically use a couple of commands and REST API commands to do the installation. So and log in back to the Ambari and refresh the page. Okay, so you can see the services are getting added. Okay, so all the services, and if you just click on the actions, and there you can see the couple of actions are in progress. So basically you have to wait all these actions complete. So once everything is done, so you will have all the services installed and up and running. Okay, so you can see the status and keep watch the status till that finish. Also, if you go to the host, you can see what are the hosts registered in that and what are the components registered there. Okay, back to the dashboard and wait some time, so till all these operation complete. So all the commands I used, so I'll be uploading into my GitHub, and I will be sharing the same link in my video description. So please use that and try to do it yourself. So all the commands and all the files I will be uploading over there. So after some time you can see the cluster is up and running, all the operations has completed, and there are some warnings. You can ignore that, and if you leave it for some time it will be. So also if you look the cluster name, you can see the name of the cluster we have given during that REST API calls. Okay, so it looks like any normal cluster with all the host, everything. Okay, so here I use completely an automated approach by using Ambari Blueprint. Okay, so hope you like the content and you are able to follow me. Okay, so I will be uploading lot more contents over time, so please do subscribe to this channel and do a like if you like the video. Thank you. Bye.